we saw the wildest, like, animalistic, barbaric tradition ever. So my ears perked up, and I watched the interaction between the bartender and this guy, and I'm very intrigued. He gives him a shot of Maker's Mark, and the whole point is to pour it down the bone like a luge and take the shot of whiskey. Hey, howdy do, y'all. What's up? You can now contribute to our podcast, Are We Having Fun, to help keep the episodes flowing freer than whiskey on a warm, sunny day. Oh, man, I dropped my accent for that one. It was supposed to be like an old style Texan thing. Whatever. Anyway, visit anchor.com/arewehavingfun/support to contribute as little as 99 cents a month. That's less than the price of a bottle of orange juice you use to hide the fact that you're drinking a bottle of champagne every weekend. All right, everyone. Welcome to Are We Having Fun? This is Kaehla.
This is Steph.
And we are just two young gals that are getting older, coping through life, one adventure and a drink at a time. Just kicking it. Saying all the hip things, doing all the hip things. We're obviously really hip, okay? Don't judge us. This is episode 12.
Wow.
Okay, keeping it together, 12. And so make sure you continue to download, review, share our podcast because, dude, we haven't even really done a good job, honestly, of telling you guys to do that. So do it now.
So please do it.
So please
help us out.
Help us out. Also, Stephanie, I wanted to have a little spotlight moment because we've gone international. This podcast is international. This podcast has visited more countries than I visited. What the heck?
That means it's a success.
So shout out to our listeners in the US, Germany, Belgium for coming back episode after episode, and hello Australia, Canada, and Estonia. So cool. We have the best listeners ever. So yeah, share with your friends. Let's make this shit go worldwide. Oh my God. I just can't believe it, honestly. So, okay, Steph, what are we drinking? Tell me what you had for dinner last night because I cannot stop thinking about it.
Okay, so we went to this restaurant. It's in Orlando at the Millennium Mall. It's called Earl's, and it's like super high class, kind of pricey, but it was worth it. So I had this drink with my dinner, and it was called the Ultraviolet Lychee, and it was like a drink that was like dark purple from the picture. I could see it like in the menu, and I was like, ooh, what is this? So it has I don't know how to say this. Cachaça, I think. Cachaça. My Portuguese people are gonna kill me, but basically
it's a sugarcane liqueur.
Yeah, it's like a Brazilian sugarcane liqueur that they put in like caipirinhas. So it has that. It has a lychee liqueur, some purple ube puree, which is like purple yam, and then it had egg whites and like a nice squeeze of lime in it, and it was delicious.
Oh my God, is that?
It was like light, refreshing, but like. It was over like this crushed ice. It was amazing.
Ooh, that should be like the drink of this podcast because ube is like literally my favorite thing in the world. And every time I'm with you, I think you're going to ask for lychee.
I literally called it oob for like 3 years. Like, how the hell do you say this word? Oob. Purple oob.
Oh my gosh.
Because we grew up on like different spectrums like that. So it's just like funny that there's a drink that had both of them.
No, it's literally us as people. If our friendship was a cocktail, it would be ube. Oh my God.
Would literally be that. So when you come, you're going to be back in a couple days. We're going there just for that drink and then we can leave.
Okay, cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm so excited. Also, though, I have been writing down a recipe now that we have our website. So if you want to make this drink at home, it'll be, of course, different than the one you get at this restaurant. Because one, we're not just going to ask them for their recipe. Two, we wanted to make it our own. Dude, ube might be hard to find. So we like linked a little bit of ube extract in there for you. And honestly, you can use that in any dessert
in bacon.
you want.
Can use it in everything too.
Yeah,
like
everything.
I've seen people make like ube loaves and stuff. Like,
oh my God. Okay.
Bright purple loaves.
I have not eaten. Okay, let's calm down a little bit because I will literally cry because I can't find ube in my area. So so check that out later on. I'll probably post it by Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, you can make it for Thanksgiving.
Ooh, just in time.
Anyway, I'm going to start off the episode because we never really do current events, but I'm a pop culture whore. So am I allowed to say whore on this episode? I don't know, Stephanie. There's no
rules. Happens, so just
there's no rules. Her boss is gonna be like, no, I'm kidding. What if do your work people listen?
Don't even go. Just keep going.
So anyway, I want to go into a little bit of current events here because hot girls like Kim Kardashian are turning pop punk, and I have to talk to Stephanie about this. What do you think? I'm here for it. What is going on?
Obviously, I'm here for it because I love pop punk, but it's the least pop punk people that are trying to be pop punk now, and I'm like, you're just doing it for the style. You don't like.
They're just doing it to look hot.
What it actually is. You're just doing it because it's the in thing. So no, I'm not a fan.
So I'm saying, welcome to the fucking party, Kim Kardashian. And Megan Fox,
also,
honestly,
why is everybody obsessed with this Pete guy? Like, seriously, why does everybody want to date him? I don't understand.
I think he's
not funny. He's not attractive. I just don't understand.
I think he's funny, but
I think he tries a little too hard.
I think he is actually, I think there's more to him than we actually see. Like, he looks lanky and he looks kind of like weird. And someone sent me a meme of Madagascar with the hippo and the giraffe like smiling together. And then they said,
stop.
This is Kim K and Pete Davidson, and now I can't unsee it.
Oh,
and it might be the resemblance in the giraffe's teeth. I don't know. But we love them both. I think there's more there. I think I've done a little studying over the years, and he's best friends with MGK and all those like rock stars. So like, why wouldn't he?
That's why they're all like.
Yeah, so they're all just like buddy with each other, and they're dating each other's girls.
Fox started the movement. She was the first.
Yeah,
one.
Megan Fox is like
MGK. Then Courtney got with Travis, and
she's always been kind of like a little goth, and I'm like loving it. So with the Jennifer's Body, we're not going to go back into that, but you're going to have to go listen to that.
That is full circle. That is episode 1.
Full circle. This is a Megan Fox stan podcast. That's all we talk about on the show.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, also speaking of pop punk, so yeah, they're all the same circle of people. MGK just performed with Travis Barker, going back to that episode where I went to that concert. Travis Barker just signed Avril Lavigne, and she just released some music. So the inner 7-year-old.
Back up. Who signed Avril Lavigne?
Travis Barker, the drummer.
Really?
He has a record label. Yeah. Yeah. So like, yes, exciting. Like, yeah.
I'm here for that part of the current events. I'm here for it.
Oh, it's all intertwined here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, inner 7-year-old me is literally screaming about this new music. I've already like seen so many sponsored ads on Instagram. And I'm not mad about it. Usually I'm mad about anything sponsored, even though we're probably going to sponsor something one day. Yeah. But like every time I literally see anything Avril Lavigne, I get happy. So
dude, that is amazing.
Go check out her music. Seriously, she is queen. Okay.
As soon as that comes out.
So Stephanie, tell me about this Friendsgiving you had, because it's the holiday season. Do I see a Christmas tree in your background?
It's been there all year.
Oh, okay.
Not a full Christmas tree, guys. It's like a tiny little like one that we had on our counter. And every time we're done with a holiday, Mark just puts it up there. So we have like a skeleton from Halloween, this from Christmas.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, it really is a nightmare before Christmas in your house.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so yeah, tell me about this Friendsgiving.
the holidays, so I've been to 2 Friendsgivings, and then and then actual Thanksgiving is this Thursday, obviously. So I think I talked about my previous Friendsgiving, did I not? The one that was a couple weeks ago? Maybe not. So I went to Friendsgiving with no, I did the onesie party.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure I talked about that. Okay. So then the second Friendsgiving, I did it at my friend Lily's house, and it was super fun. I had to work right after, so I was kind of bummed because I had to leave like way early compared to everybody else. But it was so good. I made buffalo chicken dip, which is the best recipe.
Gosh.
You literally throw it all in a crock pot. It's ready in 20 minutes, and everybody likes it, dude.
When did you start making that?
Ask me for the recipe. Literally, it's like the easiest thing.
We went to a party one time, and we had this buffalo chicken dip, and I feel like ever since then,
yes,
ever since that moment.
Except I went one step further. I'm pretty sure she used canned chicken, and that just kind of grosses me out for some reason. So I use real chicken, and I like shred it.
You're always taking things one step further.
Same. I have to. Come on. You got to put your own little touch on it, and I think it's way better that way.
Oh my gosh, I need that ASAP right now.
I will make it when you guys come for sure.
Yay!
So it was a fun Friendsgiving. It was a good time. Everybody just chilled, talked a lot. We saw some people we haven't seen in a while, and and it was a good little prequel for real Thanksgiving. So,
Yay!
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? I know you and Parker are coming into town.
Yeah, so it's all based on if I make it by Thanksgiving, because I fly standby right now. Well, yeah, I honestly am I got stuff to do anyway. I actually have like 3 meetings I have to be present.
You'll make it home, and then we'll have lots of fun times together.
Yeah.
You're going to be with your family. You're going to stay with me for a little bit, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it by Thanksgiving, and we're going to have dinner together, and then I'll see my sister at some point, and then we're going to go down to Miami during the weekend. Like, that's really the main thing, because I can have dinner with my family. You know, it's flexible, whatever, but like,
right. But you have to be there for the weekend.
Yeah, this wedding is a once in a lifetime thing. So
yeah, are you guys going to be like partying in Miami too, or is it like straight to the wedding, straight home type of thing?
We're gonna do just the wedding, but we're gonna get there beforehand, and it's game day, so we're going to go somewhere to watch Ohio State play, because UCF plays on Friday. We'd love to go to that game. I guess it all depends on what's happening right now. It's a little stressful for that. But Saturday we can post up somewhere in Miami, and the wedding's not till the afternoon. So we can like take our time during the day.
And then Sunday you leave.
And then Sunday we leave. So yeah, leading up to all of this, it's been super stressful. I feel like this week has been like, I don't know about you, but this week has been, I felt really anxious and like isolated for no reason. Like there are reasons, but I feel like it's been worse because I've been alone, because Parker is already in Florida.
Seriously, he's coming in like 4 hours.
Well, he's been in Florida for like a week now.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, he's been like flying around Florida and Tennessee, and he's staying in Destin. Dang. So like he's like on the beach.
I did not know that.
Eating crab legs, and I'm like,
what a guy.
Okay, here's why I've been stressed. And this is such a good problem to have, but I know that I probably need to go to therapy because this is a problem. I got paid to do nothing this weekend, and it freaked me out because I couldn't relax.
Wait, how do you get paid to do nothing? Can you elaborate?
Yeah.
And how do I get that?
I started this promo and I sold out all the product in 2 weeks, and they didn't believe me. Like, what? Because that's just crazy. So I was like, I have no product to sell next weekend. And then they're like, oh shoot, like there's no product in your store. But we can't replenish it yet. So we'll just have to pay you for the weekend. And then my boss came up and we had dinner together. We went to this really nice restaurant, called Lake Avenue. and had the best dinner there. I love the menu. It's so unique. It's where you go where there's an actual chef that like presents things in an artistic form, and the drinks is like, I don't know if you would consider the bartender mixologist, but basically like everything's craft cocktails and stuff like that. He was really good at recommending things, and basically we like had a little margarita, and then we were sold on the specials for the day. So we got this like appetizer of shishito peppers with a wasabi aioli. It was so good.
I love shishito peppers.
I was so upset because I'm really bad about taking home my leftovers. Once they're boxed, I never see them again. So I was really upset to find out that the box was not in my fridge. Could be in my car. Haven't checked in a few days.
Oh, what?
I'm just kidding. Actually, no, wait. I was in my car yesterday. Okay.
Okay. I was going to be like, ew, go get that right now.
Yeah. I was scared. So yeah, never saw those peppers again. A little upset about that. But we also had this cauliflower gnocchi. Like
Yum.
we both saw things on the menu and we're like, oh, I want that. And I want that. Oh my God, everything sounds so good. So we split 2 meals. Like it was like a good situation, so we could have everything.
Try a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do.
So we had cauliflower gnocchi, and then we had the fanciest mac and cheese I've ever seen with hot dogs in it. It was the fanciest hot dog I've ever seen in the fanciest mac and cheese.
This is like throwback to when we were in like elementary school when there was like those like hot dogs and beans.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, I've had this before, but like when I was a child, but like it was worth it. It was worth it. And I would do it again. It was fire. Okay.
Take me there.
It was so good. Yeah. Next time you come, I don't know why we didn't go there. It's literally the best.
That sounds like my type of place. Craft cocktails and mac and cheese with hot dogs in it. That's me.
Oh, and okay. So I'm going to save the best part for last because we saw the wildest, like animalistic, barbaric tradition ever, which I'll get into. But I just want to tell you that, yeah, because they just changed their menu, they just made a new dessert menu, and we had the best berry cobbler. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh, it hit the spot. Like
I'm a dessert queen.
I'm not usually into cooked fruit, and I've had like frozen fruit for like 6 months and I never ate it. I probably need to throw it away. It's all freezer burnt. But like I was craving this when I saw it, and it was so worth it with like a scoop of ice cream. Like nothing gets better than something
well.
Yeah, it was cooked so well. Nothing beats having the cold mixed with like a hot crumbly dessert.
Yep.
Oh my
gosh. But the consistency has to be on point too. Like it can't be too watery.
Yeah.
It can't be too thick. It has to be like,
it can't be like syrupy and sweet. Then I'm turned off. No, it was all natural feeling. Like, oh, it was so good. So good. Okay. So back to
dreaming about it. I never even had it.
I know. I wish I could take you this weekend. Dang. We'll have to find another one.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
We'll go in the spring.
Or
I'm not going there in winter. Sorry.
What? I was gonna say, come to ski. I'll go skiing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. If we go skiing, I'll go there. Okay.
But you've got plans. You're going like south. So
yeah, but let's add more. I'm always about adding.
Yay. Come on in.
Literally yesterday I was debating. I was like, let's just buy a flight to Paris and I'll just work from home over there. Like, who cares? Whatever.
What's the difference, right? So we almost ordered this starter, and it was bone marrow. And that sounds so weird, but I know that
I heard it's awesome.
I know that it's so good for you, and like bone broth stems from bone marrow. So I kept trying to put it in my boss's head, and she was like, I don't know about that. But I was like, we're either going to love it or we're going to hate it, you know? But
my mom raves about it. Apparently it's like really good. So
same with
I
want
to try it too.
Same with my mom. She used to like just eat bone marrow. Like it's not weird to me. It's not weird to you, but it's weird in the sense of like
I mean, it's still a little weird. Like culture. I would still be apprehensive. Like even like my mom likes chicken livers. So I tried it, but it was weird. And I'm like,
yeah. I think we're not as accustomed to those kinds of like foods.
If you're not in that culture where they like eat it and they don't make it weird. But like here we're like, oh, snails, that's gross. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
You gotta like put your bias aside and just dive in.
So like, I knew it would be like prepared fancy, you know, whatever. So I was down, but then we ended up with the peppers. So whatever. But then this guy showed up next to us because we ended up sitting at the bar. These restaurants over here are always full. So this guy ends up ordering the bone marrow. And I'm like, oh, good. Now we get to see what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
So it's literally just like a femur bone of a cow.
Split open, right?
Yeah, split open. Yeah.
And then it probably has like bread because you're supposed to like smear it on stuff because it's like creamy.
And there's like all this like other stuff too to eat. So like I was like, okay. Whatever. We
I don't
forget
think
about
she would
it.
have liked it. The boss would not have liked it.
I don't know. Maybe
they just drop a femur bone on your table.
It would have been a story though. It would have been a story. But what we did witness was halfway through our meal, I heard the word whiskey and shot. So my ears perked up and I watched the interaction between the bartender and this guy. He gives him a shot of Maker's Mark. And the whole point is to pour it down the bone like a luge and take the shot of whiskey.
If you can't see my face, that is where I draw the line.
Your face. So
that's a no from me, dog.
Parker's on his sports podcast right now, so he's probably not listening to this. So I told him I have a surprise meal for him that he must eat when we get back to town. No questions asked. Can't tell him any more details. And that is exactly what it is. Mark's going to try it as well.
Mark will try it.
Mark will try anything.
He says no to nothing, literally. So he will do it.
So that was the weirdest, most barbaric thing I've ever seen. And I'm very intrigued. So
well, I feel like you got to do it now. Like you just have to.
Yeah, right.
Is that like a normal thing though? The way that the bartender made it sound, like people are supposed to do that.
I think so. And I'm reasoning. I'm sitting here reasoning it. I'm like, well, you do put meat with your whiskey, like bacon and stuff. So I was like reasoning it. I'm sure my boss was like the same face as you, like, what the fuck? Like.
And I mean, I've done like an ice luge of a shot, but I've never done like a femur luge. But hey, let's just try it out. Might as well.
Just a casual femur luge.
Just for a casual whiskey. Friday night, whatever. Yeah. So obviously the holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving's this week. So we touched on it a little bit in our previous episode, but you know, we just want to go back to the fact that we're just really grateful for this time of year. Like for you coming home, you know, spending time with your family, everything we have going on. I just think it's a good time to kind of reflect on like everything that's going good in your life and all the blessings that you do have, you know, and not worry so much on what you don't have.
Yeah, definitings because
that's my deep point in this
despite the breakdowns I've had in the last week, things are great. And I don't think we could ask for a better situation. We've gone through so much that like we know it's not bad no matter what, like little things are happening, stress, anxiety, like we have it good. We have Rubes, we have boyfriends, friends, who family, actually food, care about us. We have family that's healing. We have, you know, like they're there for us. And like honestly, like I feel like I've talked about this a little bit, but I'm coming out of like a little bit of a financial hardship time because of, I knew this was going to happen because of the month I had last month. It was just not a lot of working and just a lot of traveling. Yeah. And
and now we're going into the holidays. So like, it's a little bit of a stressful time. Like if you don't have money and then it's the holidays too, you're like, you know,
yeah. And just having people around you that aren't going to like judge you. Cause I feel like at our age, it's easy to be like, oh my God, that person doesn't have their shit together. Like, what are they doing with their lives? And that's totally a negative way to look at it. But like instead having people that are like, okay, you did the best you could. Now, like, let's work with it. It's like the only thing that's saving me. And hopefully it's someone's like that in your lives as the listeners. Like, this could be so bad, but if you have one person that's like not feeding into your anxiety and your stress and is just like, hey, like, this is the situation, let's, work through it, and just like being support.
At the end of the day, you would already be stressed about whatever you have going on, like financial, whatever. So for somebody to judge you and kind of like put you down, that's just going to add to that. So if it's like friends or family that really care about you, they wouldn't want you to be like that,
So like, stick with those people.
And just realize like everyone goes through shit, so
and
there's no point in judging somebody. Like somebody might go through this when they're 40. Are they going to judge them then? It's like, things happen.
You'll be there for them, hopefully. We would encourage. But it's just like a good time of year to put things into perspective, and things look so beautiful. All the lights are up in town, and I took all these pictures with them. It's like, there's so much to enjoy this time of year. I feel like I have a cycle every year, and I think we've talked about this personally, but I like am a very seasonal person in general. So like, I associate summer with like good weather, easy going, there's activities to do. People are just happy. You're outside more. Fall is good for like the holidays and like spending time with family and friends and all the festivities, And then winter comes and it's our birthdays, and it's like, oh, it's a little chilly, so we buy some cute coats and some cute shoes.
I just did.
And we do like cutesy cozy things. So like, I feel like by the time we get to spring, which is really the end of March, April, like, I am kind of like suffering financially. And this is going to go back to like financial, just because like, I know that I like indulge in the winter and the spring, and then I'm like, in the winter and the fall, and then in the spring I'm like, shoot,
you're like, shit.
And then I don't end up
now I gotta make up, and then fall's coming in another couple of months, so
I'm like, I gotta prepare for summer, so then I like hibernate in the spring, but then I'm like not happy. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is go roller skating. I don't know. Like, I gotta think of something to do.
Heck yeah.
Like,
but honestly, there's so much stuff you can do that doesn't cost money anyway.
I
think we get so caught up in like the things that are fun. You have to drop a lot of stuff, like driving to the beach and just sitting and watching the sunset. That's my idea of a good time.
I think like when I'm like trying to save money and then I don't leave the house, I get more stressed out, because I don't know if it's like extrovert, introvert, but like I actually feel fulfilled when I'm around people, which I don't necessarily need to be like talking to them, because then I get burnt out, like socializing, but just being in an atmosphere with people brings me peace. So it's like, I got to figure something out. So that's what this podcast is all about, right? Is the journey. It's the climb. So
it's the climb.
So we're going to figure it out together. Because I already know that in the spring, it's going to fucking get bad. Why am I thinking about it now? Because you got to plan ahead for this stuff.
Exactly.
You recognize what you're doing.
That means you're growing up.
Get out of it.
Plan ahead.
Yeah. Got to get out of that. Let's go into our 3 questions, and we definitely have not discussed these beforehand. I randomly wrote out questions and we did not even discuss if they were good or not. I don't even know what
the questions are. Okay. Like normally we're like, hey, let's do this as a question. She just kind of wrote 3 and I'm pretty sure they're all kind of random and we're just going to, they're not on topic at all, but whatever.
I just wrote 3 and I meant to like discuss the whole outline, but like we didn't really have time. So we're going to just jump on in. I'm going to read the questions, and none of us have even thought of answers before this, because I definitely didn't look twice at these questions.
There might be some long pauses. We'll see.
So question 1 is, how are you shopping for Christmas this year?
Good
question 2 is, do your pets recognize when you're feeling down or sick? Okay, maybe I was a little depressed when I wrote this. And question 3 is, do you see yourself moving from your home in the near future? Our housing situations are so different. I think they're very reflective of everybody listening, because no matter where you are in the world or what phase you're in, me and Stephanie have very different housing situations. So let's go into question number 1. You got really excited, so I'm going to have you answer first. How are you shopping for Christmas this year?
Okay, so Mark and I just decided that, going back off of what we said, like, things and money aren't everything. We want to do like an experience for everybody this year instead of material items. So we're actually not buying like gifts. We're going to Mark's family for Thanksgiving. So we're going to kind of talk it out with everybody, see what everybody wants to do, because everyone's so different, like his parents like certain things. His sister has like 3 small kids. So it has to be something that like everybody can do. But we are going to we're going to do like an event for everybody, like whether that's like a dinner show or like going to Topgolf, I don't know, something that everybody wants to do. And we'll just like buy that for everybody. That way it's, you want to like build memories.
Yeah.
Every year, me getting amazing. A new t-shirt every year, like that's going to get thrown away after a year or 2 anyway. So it's like, you're never going to like keep that memory. But if you have a memory of like, remember that time when we did this, that's going to be way more valuable than anything you can buy me. So that's what we're doing this year, which is great, because the stress of buying presents is like real.
It's so stressful. And so that kind of leads into my thing, which you're going to make me sound so materialistic, but come on, we gotta appease everybody here. I mean, so
we did it last year though. I did buy presents for everybody last year, and it was fun because I got to like, personalize every gift, like, and tailor it to that person.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of stress, and it ended up being super expensive because I go all out. That's one of my 5, whatever. It's one of my love languages is gift giving. So,
oh, really?
Oh, whatever.
Yes.
Yes. I'm a gift giver, but I don't like receiving gifts as much.
Oh,
like, I mean, obviously everybody likes getting something and like, oh, thank you so much. And, feeling that you're loved, but I love giving something to somebody and having their eyes light up. That's like my favorite thing.
Aw. Well, so I wanted to say that it is more stressful, and there's like really good deals in stores and stuff like that, but sometimes just like going through the motion of all the lines and like the rude people that come out, like it's just
online shopping, girl.
Yeah, it's not the move. So online shopping's the move for me this year, I think. And I have resources for Amazon now for the podcast, and personally for like designer stuff, and I have all these resources to help people shop. So like literally, if anybody's stressed out, just contact the podcast because we will take care of you. We love gift giving. So like even helping you shop is like gift giving. Literally. I love shopping for people, and
I have Amazon or like other online shopping things open at all times, and I just browse and add shit to my cart, and then I don't even buy it. I just like love like going through and being like, oh, this is good for this person. This would be a good deal for this.
Exactly.
So and because we'd love to help.
Yeah, because I'm an Amazon influencer, the podcast is an Amazon influencer. So take that as our first sponsorship, but we really do love helping people find those gifts, and it's really stressful. So that's kind of like me helping other people help people.
That's my
gift.
Christmas gift to everybody this year.
It's
helping you not be stressed out.
What is it? Yeah, like what kind of gift is that? It's like a service gift. I'm oh my god, that's my love language is service.
Wow. Acts of service.
Oh my gosh. Boom. Wow.
See? We're getting in touch with who we are anyway.
Wow. Okay.
This podcast is therapy in itself.
Dude, I can't believe it. Okay, what's your love language, people? Definitely we need to make a post about that. So let me write it down.
Look out for it and vote.
And comment. Yeah. So question number 2 is, do your pets recognize when you're feeling down or sick? Okay. So I guess I'll answer this
Tell me why you wrote this. Clearly you have some unresolved issues with Pumpkin.
No. So it's actually like a good thing. And I feel like we really like have a connection with our pets that's like deep because we can't communicate vocally. So we have to communicate with our bodies, and like they sense when you're upset, or they're supposed to, and vice versa if you're like in tune with them, whatever. And I know you have dogs, so I was just curious, but I recognize that like Pumpkin is almost like a weighted blanket sometimes. And I've seen a lot of people like while I'm like out doing promos, they're like buying weighted blankets, and they talk about how they heard it was really good for stress and anxiety and it brings comfort and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I've heard the same thing. I want one too. And Pumpkin's like that in real life, as long as he like gets the hint. Because he like he'll like come and he'll like kind of make a sound, and then he'll like get on our chest and like start purring and just like lay on us, and it's really relaxing. It's like healing. So
awesome.
I wanted to well, I feel like I already know the answer, but I wanted to know if your cats or your dogs,
my horses, actually.
Yeah, if they have like their own way of doing that, when like if they can almost sense it. Maybe they don't sense it, but like they just do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes and no. It's never like that. Like they're not cats, you know. So like the other day, actually, I felt like really sick. And it was when our friend Ralph was over. So Mark and Ralph were in the kitchen, like hanging out, blasting Eminem, drinking, whatever. And I was in bed because I was literally just like, I feel like crap, and I just don't even know like how to get out of bed. I was feeling nauseous as soon as I stood up. So I was lying down, and Theo like barges in the room and just stares at me for a second, and then he just walks out. I was like, thank you so much for your compassion.
He's like
yes
the strict,
and no. Sometimes
he's like the strict one.
Couch, yeah, he's honestly an asshole sometimes, but I love him. But then other times, like I'm sitting on the couch, and like, you know, back when I was like sick back in December, like last year, I was like on the couch for like a whole day, and I was just like watching movies, and Coco like comes up and just like puts her head on me, and she just like sits there for the whole day with me. So I think they do, but they're also like way more high energy than cats.
Yeah.
You know? So like they need to like run. Like you probably heard them in this podcast. They were running back and forth down my house. So like they try and be compassionate, but they're like way too big for that. They need to like move, and like they have their own things to worry about.
Do they think they're lap dogs? Do they try to like fully sit on you?
No. Theo does not. Theo's not a cuddler.
Theo, Theo kind of just like chills.
If you try, like, if
Theo's like stoned all the time, I don't
go on top of him and snuggle. He's like, "You better get off me, or I'm leaving." And he literally like stands up and walks away. Coco does cuddle, but it has to be when she wants to cuddle. You know. Like in the morning, she'll come up and she'll put her head right next to me, and we'll like sleep like that for a couple hours.
Oh
but
my gosh! Times,
like I try and cuddle her, and she's like, she's just like.
It's okay. Pumpkin's an asshole too. I actually call him punk ass bitch. That's his real name.
Pump ass bitch.
Pump, yeah, punk. Well, I call him Pumpkin.
But we love him, and you know deep down there's love there. So.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing we ask those questions. Also, because like I was looking up some stuff on the internet, and I'm like, why the hell do I keep getting like answers for pets? Like, why do animals keep popping up? And I realized that I like had saved family. I saved the topic, and I'm like, everything is about your pets, and I'm tired of it.
But also, then I made a question about it. Relating this back to Thanksgiving, pets are a big part of family, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even imagine my life without my dogs. Like they just bring so much. I mean, there's bad times too, don't get me wrong, but they just bring so much like love to this house that it would not feel like a home without them.
Yeah. What about your fish?
Year, like I'm even more grateful for them, obviously.
Do your fish bring?
My fish are freaking cool. My angelfish, I put my finger like this and he follows it.
Oh my god! So So when you're feeling sad, just do that, and your fish will respond.
With my angelfish, it takes the anxiety right away.
Get a fish.
Get a fish.
Get a service fish. Take it to dinner with you, but don't take it for sushi.
And just have it like moving in a little pot.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now we're getting there. That's a gift idea.
Question 3.
Number 3. Do you see yourself moving from your home in the near future?
Yeah. I'm just curious for you.
Well, where are you moving? Are you talking about your move or just like to another apartment?
Well, I guess it could pertain to both. So yeah, our situations are so different because I'm in an apartment short term. So
And I've been in a house for the last 5 years.
yeah, so I will be
A house with
moving.
roommates.
Yeah. So I will be moving in the near future. And then hopefully I'll be staying put in one space for however many years I need to until I buy a house. But I feel like that doesn't happen often, but maybe that's just my mindset because I've moved around so much my whole life and throughout college and everything.
I feel like moving for you is normal. Like if you don't
Yeah.
move, there's almost like a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's why I like travel so much too, because I like get stuck in one place. I don't like it. Yeah. But for you, you basically got introduced to this home in college through like people in your business association, and then you ended up moving in there. So
it wasn't a home though, it was a house.
Okay.
Mark and I,
let's it was a trap
differentiate
house.
That. It was literally like a college house. So nothing on the walls, basic furniture. It was very like stoic is the word that comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? Like it was very like gray and white type of thing. So when Mark and I moved in here, like slowly we've added, you know, paintings and we've added like these freaking decorations and like plants, just a bunch of random stuff that now it feels like a home.
Yeah.
And even like we have 2 other roommates, and obviously like when roommates move out, we got to find a new person to come in. So when we do interview people and we're like, hey, you know, this is the house, whatever, so many people have said like, wow, this like is not like any other house I've been in. Like it feels like a home. Aww. It feels like you're coming back to your family's house. So yeah, that's what we really love. And that's why I'm so excited. Like we love this house. There's been so many great memories here. Like me and Mark met here, you know, so it'll always be like dear to me, but I am ready to move on. Definitely. So we're actually in the process of like getting our ducks in a row, saving up, because next year I will be buying a house.
Okay. I was going to say, you think next step is buying a house? That's crazy.
We'll see. It all depends on the market, obviously, because it's trash right now. So hoping it dips a little bit so I can buy one. But I want to take like the homey feel of this house and transfer it to a new house that's like with better furniture and
with better cabinetry.
So basically a brand new house.
But you know what? If you bought that house, you could just like fixer upper it.
I don't have time for that, bro. I want to.
I would want to.
I don't know. I'd be open to it, I guess, if I got a good deal on the house, but
I would love to like invest in a house. And this actually, Parker and I talk about it, and we're not in a place to like actively start saving for that specifically, but like it will come. But we want to like, put work into a home and then rent it out, and then make the value go up because it's like nicer than it was before. Maybe maybe it has a theme, a specific feel to it, whatever. I don't know, for Airbnb,
like what you find on Airbnb. Houses like Alice in Wonderland, and
because I love like design, and he wants to like get into it, and so do I. So like
that's cool.
I'll decorate it and stuff. Like I've always wanted to. I know it'll come like in the future, not now, but like just know that I said it and it will happen.
Putting it into the universe.
Right now it's about fashion and acting, and then in the future one day it'll be about spreading. It'll be about expanding. But anyway, so those were really random questions. I just wanted to
I honestly love them though.
Like
it was like just random, but it was like the things that you would never think to ask. So now we actually like know about that. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And let us know your answers to these questions. We will definitely have a poll up on our Instagram probably. So go on there and answer some of these questions.
Probably have one.
Probably. We will definitely have it. Okay.
I can put a poll on Spotify as well. I believe it's multiple choice or yes or no though. So, but I've thrown a couple questions into Spotify. If you're listening, then supposedly you're able to answer the questions. I don't know how to actually access that. I don't know what it looks like.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah. So I don't know what it looks like from the Seasoner side. Or Seasoner.
On that.
What?
Caesar.
Why did I just say I meant listener and I said Seasoner?
I thought I heard Caesar, like Caesar salad.
Like what? Where did any of those sounds even come from? Anyway, well, we're going to put a poll Ask us some questions too, because like the randomer, the better, whatever's on your mind.
It doesn't have to relate at all.
Yeah, it usually we'll make it relate. Honestly, that's what it's all about. So this was another fun episode of Are We Having Fun? And we will be back next Wednesday.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Oh wait, I have to stop the recording though. What if it didn't record? I'm just kidding.
Dude, stop.